DurianASEAN. ASEAN has been facing criticism worldwide on its poor human rights track record. Coming from a civil society background, also as a new representative of Malaysia to AICHR, what's your plan of action?
I think you have to put it in context. I think every region has its own problems. And that's why you have the European regional system, the Inter-American system, the African system. The AICHR mechanism is only 6 years old. And we are looking at implementing the declaration. The declaration, the ASEAN declaration, has many new rights, also has many new limitations. It's not a perfect document, but it's something that we can work with. Because of the ASEAN way, everybody needs to agree by way of consensus. So in AICHR, every member state has to take full ownership of a decision of AICHR, and that makes us more energized or activated to try and get an agreement with each other as to how we promote human rights and protect human rights. So there's a lot of work that's unseen. First, I think because many people don't see ASEAN as entirely effective. Second, because we have not popularized the declaration at the moment. So given that it's the youngest regional mechanism, you need to give us time. So the issues of commonality that we're looking at is like for Malaysia at the moment. Next year we're looking at water. We're also looking at migration with other countries. There's also the right to life, right to peace, right to education, women's trafficking, children. A lot of these different themes are being discussed and done by all these other countries by way of thematic studies or consultation. And after these thematic studies and consultation, what we will do is we will table the report to AICHR, and AICHR will then decide whether we adopt it or not, or we amend it. Once we have decided to adopt or amend, that will be our plan of action, and then it's for the country that is leading the team to then take it up and follow up with the different implementing agencies so that it can be implemented across the board, all ASEAN countries. Because AICHR is the overarching supreme body, so to speak, it's very important that we get 100% consensus. And then it will filter down to the member states for the senior official meeting to implement it with the government agencies. So it's a long drawn process, and I tell people that it is not a quick fix, because what we're looking at is institutionalizing long-term reforms. So it's a whole different worldview, because when we are outside as NGOs or groups that advocate for human rights, it's very important you have these groups. When you're outside, you can always take the high moral ground. But when you are sort of in a position where you're looking at all the other countries and all the other concerns and all the other different cultural contexts, you need to try and look at what is the base, lowest common denominator.
DurianASEAN.